slick, boom, pick your man up. Now in reality, who finna stand up? Nigga, this is comedy, you stand up. You soundin' like a bitch, nigga, man up. Oh, you wanna talk slick, boom, pick your man up. Hey yo, my microphone is loaded, nigga. Hey, you got an attitude, better control it, nigga. I see dudes bigger than you getting folded, nigga. Think you smoke, so your lips are getting swollen, nigga. Rapping, still be clapping. I know you're feeling that. Ran out of backwoods. Here's some Philly rap.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Bars of Death. We are here at Plush Imperial. This is our first event. Public execution. Make some fucking noise. I am your host, Teddy KGB. It pleases me to be here. We are here in Niagara Falls. I got my co-host with me.
Yo, it's the fucking dog god. Arf, motherfucker. Shout out CRB. Beast mode. Bars of Death, the motherfucking squad. Let's get this work, y'all.
Yo, shout out to Beast Mode.
Beast Mode.
Shout out to Capital Rap Battles.
Capital Rap Battles.
Yo, we got a lot of family. Bars of Death. That's what it's about. Got a lot of battle rap fam in the house. Shout out to our Bars of Death people back home and online. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. We're about to get into a co-main event. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Rapper to my left, introduce yourself.
Scot-free, freezes Christ, upper class white trash, workshop regime.
And rapper to my right.
Hey yo, it's Spinal Turd.
Let's go.
CRB bars. Can I get a beast mode?
Beast Mode.
Yeah. Time's already.
Okay. We have decided who's going first. Who's going first? Okay. Round one on Scot-free whenever he's ready.
Fucking chocolate. So if the EMT put an EKG on you right now, doctors seriously started running your vitals, you would have the same BPM as if a serial killer was running behind you. Your boy is nervous. I can smell it's not because of the virus. I'm 4.0 perfect, and I ain't even have to study for finals, so what? Your bro got knocked for selling drugs. But that doesn't make you some fucking disciple. I got bros in the game that are players too. They'll click a button right beside you. You are not fucking special. I know 100 just like you. Forgotten sock on tumble dry, just a lost one, stuck in the cycle. So I had a little last dance moment when I decided to pen words for you and finally rehearse for you. You said final word's a good matchup for me. Okay, well I took that personal, so let's get this party started, your fluorescent yellow Sharpie marker. It was a starving artist parlor trick to try and push you on the larger markets. Jazzed as Charlie Parker, you should be sad as Charlie Marlowe, as you're learning of the horrors while you're floating on the heart of darkness. I wasn't the first name they asked. Didn't fetch the largest fees on the market, but they go say they got final word for free, and they got free for a fucking bargain. I said I'm comfy with a half stack, but I start wilding on a K like Kanye. Punch from angles that get wilder than Deontay. That's why they only see flames while I'm cooking close range, because your boy's Bobby Flay with the flambe. Shit, I gave him the cut rate because I ain't even cut weight. I just hunger strike a couple nights to get lean for the rumble. Helicopters in the background. Martin Sheen grumbles, it's the apocalypse now. Convene in the huddle, I'm trying to speak through the muzzle. Tell young Lawrence Fishburne, I'm really clean in the jungle. Let's go! It's a fucking huge difference. Big facts. Google our links. Click that. Me losing to you is a red and black lumberjack. You know big caps. You fucking rapping ass nerd. A hero in gym class. Watch Travis Lazarus get his chin strap bitch slapped by riffraff. Look, you need practice, so keep at it. I plotted your speech patterns. Just because you're David Blaine in the face don't mean I'll believe that you're street magic. You're sweet. You're fucking. You are sweet, Billy. Sent me a message, said you're honored to compete with me. I knew at that moment you were a bootlicker like Screech Whiskey. Seems fishy.
What the fuck, bro? Say that again. There's levels to this shit. One more time.
seems fishy. UC Dub president. Breaking records executive. I moderate competition that you won't even place top 20 in. Alpha, omega shit. There's no way that you've trained for this by killing yourself in the mirror like a beta fish. I hate this shit. I hate this shit because 2 minutes is never long enough to express the content, so forgive me if I wrote too much like Ghetto Concept.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's time.
Fight back!
Give it up. Round one, it's on final word.
Fight back.
Yo, you've been at this since I was like a child. And I've never grown to a star. Thinks he's like some hitman holding an arm because he can show us some scars. Well, shit, maybe you are like a hitman. Because after all these people you've killed, still nobody knows who you are. Oh. He's like, remember me? He's like, remember me before my relevance ended? Always living in the past, can't seem to ever forget it. After this, when they refer to you as living in the past, it's because you're dead in the present. See on the outside, he looks calm. See on the outside, he looks calm. But on the inside, this dude's scared and uncomfortable. Thinks he's about to win, talking about how he shoots fairs and he busts a tool. You wear and woo wear be the only time we ever see you wearing a W. Musically, your shit sits in the shelf. He thinks his intellect is godly, and we're all dim-witted as hell. But maybe all those punches only land in your own head, like quit hitting yourself.
Woo! That's crazy! That's crazy! What? Just think about it.
But he thinks he's a gorilla now. Fuck it. Boy, I stripped that round from you. Now you are like a gorilla, because you can either eat these slugs or hit the ground running. You need to stop it, fam. Hates on anyone whenever he's got a chance, because he ain't got a chance. Your career never took off. Even if you sign with NASA, because it isn't in the stars for you to launch your brand. So go ahead, look down on me, like you gave me this matchup at a pitiable disregard. Thinks he's like Shallow Hal, because we view his image as a dimming star, but you're like Shallow Hal. Because once this gets ugly, you realize that only in your own eyes are you bigger than you think you are. Yeah. In his last few, we had to try to watch him rap like he's mad. Which is impossible because he's way too happy for that. So now he's practicing acting.
Hold it down in the back.
He's way too happy.
Chill. Go inside to talk.
He's way too happy for that. So now he's practicing acting like a spastic on crack. They told you to rap like a smack rapper, not a rapper on smack. See me? I do a little bit of everything. You do a lot of nothing. Nothing quite like me, like your mama's stuffing on the oven. It's like sneaking in your parents' room and you caught him fucking. Because you've been traumatized by the thought of a body, but can't ever deny you never saw it coming. And after this, I might got more fans than you. Went from a first name basis with Travis to golly, get this poor man some food. Shit, nowadays, not even a Facebook scammer could promise you an organic view. Your circle is so small that it's basically called a dot. Time.
Yo, and that's round one. Give it up for these MCs. Got a battle. Hey, yo, it's round two on Scott Free.
So your brother's a broken PS4?
Let's go.
Stuck in the system, but don't worry, because Final Word raps to make money instead of sell drugs. Right. I won't roast the metaphor because MBS did it before. But that money, that can't be why you battle, dude. You're 5 years deep in the game and haven't collected change. But I was there once, I won't laugh at you, although there is this bitch called irony. And oftentimes it can be cruel. You started battling to make money, then today I made a whole bunch of money to come battle you. That's gotta feel like you're hustling backwards, or like Megan Good, because tonight ends in fucking disaster. You said
Let's go.
It's gotta feel like you're hustling backwards, or like Megan Good, because tonight ends in fucking disaster. You said your dad packaged coke in the kitchen, then your brother dug in the action. To me, that means you lived in the trap and your big brother's a crackhead, so make a face. Raise your tone. It still ain't nothing you could say, though. The punch so juicy, Jose Canseco's on the payroll. You said it took him 10 years to make it. Gonna be another 10 before he spend it. That's heavy, but stop throwing his name for street credit. Just up and dead it. That's why they dread the white girl, because big lips will have it gone in 60 seconds. What'd they tell you? Respect the process, then book the front row seat to watch me chef you like Benihana's. It's Fibonacci's golden ratio. I've grown greater with every offer. Word to mama. I'm banging on them to the rhythm section is living legends like Nirvana. Look, I take solace in knowing that even suffering means nothing. Believe that you don't impress me. My brain's busy churning Kierkegaard into Dostoevsky, so don't test me. Or trust me, it gets fucking messy. You bring a full house, I got a band of rippers like Uncle Jesse. Smoke and mirrors misdirecting. It feels like wifey sitting shotgun. I was hoping you'd cook your ass off, but it's potluck instead of relying on a family narrative to bring your stock up. You're not Akon. You won't generate power from getting locked up. Let's go! But your choices were absolutely right. Lose the fight. Don't lose your life. Especially if you had to choose between the food and the lights, but it sounds like you had food and a light, but it was in the end of Pookie's pipe, so your possessions were so bummy the landlord asked you to move at night. Yikes. It's getting fucking ridiculous. The boy's Pinocchio with his writtens, this chirping about being real, and it's usually nothing but crickets. So they're jumping and twitching and got him under suspicion. Is it dust in the kitchen like the family tradition, or are you a broken Xbox One S with a digital game full of dozens of glitches?
Yo.
Yeah, it's round two.
Yo, he's the host of a league called Bell City Battles, where everyone's on smack, but not like their rap image. I mean on smack, like the crazy eyes and the back itches. So if it's a bell, then it's the Liberty, because it's only recognized for the crack in it. And all the cornerstones were needle users, but your house was built from what? You think their skills trump it? None of them cracked out rappers are your cash cow. Quit trying to milk buckets. Your YouTube has 60 subscribers. Holy, you made it. 1,000 views in like 10 years. Bro, are you famous? He's like none of these new toy soldiers even listen to Eminem. So how you expect them to know what my name is? We don't. You used to listen to Grandmaster Flash in diapers. And as the years go, your peers grow and end up passing by you. Old man, you done celebrated more birthdays than you have subscribers. You went from 12 steps to 12 shots, just to act like it's harmless. Seen the signs like a sonic checkpoint and ran past them regardless. And now just like them checkpoints, you might lose everything you've got and end up back where you started. Your career is like a stunt bike. You only have one speed, and you can never go faster. Your career is like a mountain bike, because every time you try to change gears, you end up pedaling backwards. Yo, like insulting wise guy for the respect he's lost is like telling a homeless man to get a job. We get it. It's like telling a homeless man to get a job. We get it, dog. I bet you floss. It's kind of cringy watching you brag to a starving pigeon about all this fucking bread you got. I will not be intimidated by a man whose shampoo's called Cherry Explosion. Probably carries a clout bag and fucking swears that it's loaded. So when he tries to rub it in about all this cream he's got, he just means various lotions. It's always the ones who want to bring up my brother that are from a hood full of pacifists. Like I was raised by the wolves, but then you change when they show because you look like a snack to them. So if you are a wolf, it's only because you'd rather chew off your own leg than step foot in that trap again. All time.
Hey, yo! We got round three.
Okay. You're like a smart, topical guy. I expected a bar about a school in Texas. Maybe monkeypox. Some other trendy fucking thing, but just know you'll get the money team for mentioning a king, so don't get impulsive off the proper 12. Or they might think the fix is in when I drop that little tension in the ring. You can't really think you're my final... You can't really think you're my final anything. I don't, if I'm being honest. You're just another dude who battle raps exclusively. Grown men make strong arguments and stand on it. Final words get reserved for the bitches and moody teens. It's basic protocol. Battle rappers are fucking weirdos. I hate approaching y'all. Especially ones whose face overall looks like your mother's name was Rachel Dolezal. My applause go all the way out to Bars of Death. Solid lineup. Crowd in the event. Somebody throw old boy a paper towel for his sweat. See, that's a bounty on his head, and now I'm out here to collect. And I will slap the serotonin out of Sacha Baron Cohen. I will slap the serotonin out of Sacha Baron Cohen. He won't even see it happen. It's spin him backwards. I know you took this match in search of greener pastures. If it isn't sinking in, I'll finish him like a Swedish chapel. Convince me you're not a Persian from Scarborough. I'll wait. I'm curious how you'll make the case when 75% of your face shares traits with HFK. Either that or your beard was spray painted on for witness protection or something, snitched on your brother and spent your 4-year hiatus as a stunt double for Joe Budden. But now you're back. And your future shaky as Michael Fox. I watch microdots turn into ink blotters, move off the shelves to the psychonauts, defied the odds, siphon money through legitimate business to slight the cops, but rifles cocked in case at any time checks bounce like Nike shocks. So, let's go! Let's go! So stomp your feet, kick and scream. Your whole style's a temper tantrum, back for second chances, hand on his heart. Now he's got a big one like Fred Sanford. God damn, you battle rap crisis actors. I don't believe what I hear. Every battle, your childhood gets worse. It's to the point that it's getting weird. You say, can I get a beast mode before your battles? But I've been going to beast mode battles and I ain't seen you in 10 years, so don't ask me if I'm sympathetic to your cause, if I'm clearly here dropping tears. Did you hear what I just said? Sportsnet.com has Scott Free as the best bet. That's why I'm cool as a cucumber when they press me with a stress test. The only time I'm concerned with final words, that's the day I rest on my deathbed.
Round 3, it's our final word. Let's go.
You and Tips were like 2 peas until his loved one comes in the picture. A couple brothers. Outlaws who only had love for their liquor, but now they're more like in-laws because you're fucking his sister. And the relationship dynamics are a little off if you ask me. From the outside it looks like incest, but I guess as long as you're happy, all these years Tipsy's been calling you his brother. And now his sister's out here calling you daddy. How you gonna go on Facebook like, man, I love the taste of her juicy peach. Sharing blunts together ain't the same as it used to be. Watching you baptizing while reading another post about how you want to put your face in her booty cheeks. Why don't you fuck his granny next, you sicko? Shit, he's running through the house. Tipsy's like, bro, I met this girl, she put my nuts up in her mouth. Scott's like, me too, your sister. That's why there's cum all on the couch. Tipsy's like, god damn, that was vulgar. Do you kiss my mother with that mouth? No, the woman he kisses should only be seen at night, the easy type, saying that she's thick is being nice. When your friends ask if you want to pass the old pigskin around, they mean your wife. Nah, she ain't ugly. Just lumpy shaped. Mr. Cocky Man here sure has love for the chubby chase. So unless you're putting your hands on your honey bun, there's no way this motherfucker could say he's punching above his weight. And now Tipsy feels like your side chick because you always side with your chick. And she's jealous because he's always on your side like your bitch. And she knows deep down it's impossible to keep up with how often he's been riding your dick. So tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Hyping every line like you deserve it. Acting like this is the first time this kind of writing has surfaced. Like no one here's seeing my boy's verses, except for me, because it's like the fucking 1,000th time that I heard it. Let me know. Your career expired. I fucking swore you'd die. But Tipsy supports this guy, so if you die, it's on his watch. I guess you're only living on borrowed time. And you are overdue. But you overdo it. No improvement. You and Tips are like each other's only student. Say it like this. Look through the scope and shoot it. Gave you a hand. No strings attached. So he's more like your puppet master because he practically talks through you and controls your movements. You will never be a real boy, Pinocchio. I don't give a... You will never be a real boy, Pinocchio. I don't give a fuck who told you so. Your homies lied when it's dope. All them yes men are the reason you ended up being someone no one knows. And you dress like a dyke. Time.
Let's fucking go!